All right, Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai, Bahasham Raka Kodash. I give double honors to the apostles of great mercy who not rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hope Land Sincere elect. This is Makazar from the Trend.com, here to do all the edification for the elect's sake. And this video will be called Bring It to the Table. Or what are you bringing to the table? All right? Because, when it comes to this truth, in 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, the scripture said, always abounding in the works of the Lord, and means to always grow. So when you growing, going back to 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2, it says, the things that thou hast learned of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou unto faithful men, that they may teach others also. So you coming into this thing to learn how to teach. All right? Not to just remain at one level all the time. You coming into this thing to grow, to teach, to increase in position. Because guess what? They are the apostles, they are elders, they are generals, all right? And all the way down. But when you come into this truth, you're not supposed to say, well, it already have the apostles, so I don't need to be an apostle, or it already have elders, so I don't need to be an elder. I'm not seeking position. Guess what? There's a reason you're seeking to increase, all right? Your goal should be to want to be one day to be an apostle. I speaking as a man, like if we were here for a couple hundred years, just speaking as a man. Let's say we were here for some 100, like 200 years or 50 something years to go. Now the apostles right now, they are aged men. All right. So let's say that the apostles be taken up by the Most High, Yahweh Shemi Shai, then there will be need of new apostles. And if no one at no point ever endeavored to be an apostle, then guess what? Who would we appoint to be apostles? So then therefore, being in this truth, your goal is not to remain at the level of a monkey or a parrot. Your goal supposed to be to move up the ranks, to be, to go to an owl, to be a serpent, and then evidently to be a dragon. All right? So your goal is to increase in knowledge. And by you increasing in knowledge will automatically take you up the ranks. So now, by you receiving this knowledge, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you going to fold your hands and keep it to yourself? Or are you going to bring it out to the table? Because everybody has their own part in this truth. The Lord bless everybody with their own gifts. So one might be a historian, one might be good in the history, in science, one might be good in the Hebrew, one might be good in prophecy. All right, one might be good in research. So when you do all these studies and you acquire this knowledge, bring it forth in the video form. Don't just say, well, it have the apostles for that, or it have the elders for that. Once you sticking with your doctrine, you bring forward what you've learned. All right? If you think that you're going into some new breakdown that hasn't yet been taught, do the video unlisted and forward it to your camp leader, or if you have, close relation with an elder, forward it to the elder. Let them look at it and let them give you the go-ahead to do this video. But don't just sit with your hands full and say, well, it already have elders and I'm just in this thing just to go out on the highways and byways. Nah, you in this thing to learn to teach. You in this thing to increase, to teach, to edify the flock, to bring what you learn to the table. All right? So you have to bring things to the table. Just like a man over his house, he has to bring food to the table. So we are men in this truth and we have to bring food to the table. All right, not just keep our hands full, holding posts, and you're satisfied with holding posts because it already have elders, it already have apostles. So you don't need to do this, and you need to do it because guess what? At one point, the apostles were in your position, the elders were in your position, but look at where they are now because they didn't think just to remain at a low level. Their goal was always to increase in ranks. It's just like in a job. All right. At one point, you'll come in. You're not, you're not, how to say, skilled in the job. Let's say like trade work. You come in as a laborer, but your goal wouldn't be to remain a laborer all the time because you would want to increase your salary. And it's the same thing with this truth. As you increase, because the Lord gonna give you the increase, so the more you increase, automatically you will go up in ranks. And the Lord will set you in your perspective position. All right? Stop holding back yourself, because you holding back yourself actually holding back the ministry, because the Lord giving you the wheels to push the ministry. And by you not endeavoring to move forward, you holding back the Lord's work. So what are you bringing to the table? All right? This is Philemon chapter 1 verse 10. I beseech thee for my son Onesimus, whom I have begotten in my bonds, which in time past was to thee unprofitable, but now profitable to me and to thee. So at one point, this brother was unprofitable, but now he's profitable unto the Lord. So you have to be profitable to the Lord. You have to be profitable unto the Lord. And being profitable unto the Lord is doing his work to the full of your abilities, bringing out what you know, bringing out what you've learned, bringing it to the table, bringing your knowledge to the table. Stop hiding it. The scripture said, no man take a candle and put it under the bed, but put it upon the table that all may see. Stop hiding your flame. All right? This is the book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 36. It says, and some days after, Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again to visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, and see how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work. So Paul didn't want John Mark to go, because John Mark wasn't profitable unto the Lord at that point. All right, Paul was looking for men that was zealous for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, Paul was looking for men like that, and these the men the apostles looking for, men that zealous for the work, that at one point will become new elders and new apostles. But you know, we here for a short time, so just once you have that mindset, means what? You're gonna increase in knowledge. The Lord gonna give you that increase, because you put in forward your foot. Guess what? You sure Apostle Tahar wasn't thinking about being an apostle, but look where he is now. Look where he is now. You're supposed to have that same mind. The scripture said, mind the same things. All right? Going on, verse 39, it says, and the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from another. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed to Cyprus. All right? So guess what? It had, arguments between Barnabas and Paul because of Mark wasn't being diligent for the Lord's work. All right? Now, don't let it arise contentions in the camps because our brother not being diligent. We all supposed to be diligent. When we study, we bring forward what we know. Bring to the table. You have to be studying in this truth. You have to be learning in this truth. Ever learning. Always have to be learning. And come into the knowledge of the truth. All right? And when the more you learn, you bring that to the table. Don't hide your knowledge. Don't hide what you learn. Bring it out. Bring it to the table. Be profitable unto the Lord and to the ministry. All right? Be profitable. This is Proverbs chapter 4. Boom, boom, boom. Just bear me 1 second. I don't think it's here. Just bear me 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, Salakia, so it was Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 5. It says, the fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. All right, so by you not studying, by you not, bringing what you learn to the ministry or wherever, or refusing, as the scripture say, quench not the spirit. By you quenching the spirit, you actually folding your hands together and eating your own flesh. All right, because you're destroying the ministry. All right, you're not helping to build the ministry. The scripture said we are one body, each members of one body. So by you folding your hands and not pushing the ministry forward, because they're not bringing new things to the table, you're actually destroying your own self. You're destroying the ministry. And the scripture says, a fool. The Lord calls you a fool for not bringing what you learn to the table, from not adding nothing to the ministry. All right? As I said, by you endeavoring to increase in knowledge and, aspiring to be one day to be an elder, guess what? Because the scripture did say that. He that desired to be an elder. So, by desiring to be an elder is not an evil thing. It's not you just desiring power. All right? Is about you, desiring to be at a position where you could add even more things to the table. All right? But to be an elder, you have to be of some knowledge and also understanding. All right? And by you aspiring to be an elder at some point means what? That you're going to drive or study, do research. You're going to have that drive to learn. And the Lord going to give you that increase. And therefore, by that increase, you're going to be able to bring more to the table. All right? So your goal have to be to bring things to the table, bring new things to the table. Study and feed the lamb. The Lord tell Peter, feed my sheep. Feed my sheep. This is what the Lord tell Peter 3 times. This is the final precept here. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. It says, after verse 20, it says, but in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. Hey, as the scripture said, some men do the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sincerely, and some to strife. So if you design to be an elder because of strife, because you just want position, then guess what? The Lord wouldn't deal with you in the proper way. But if you're designed to be an elder to push the ministry, guess what? The Lord will give you entrance to do just that. All right? If a man therefore purge himself of these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, and meet for the master's use, and prepared for every good work. Now I want to look up the word. This is, I go back to Timothy, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 21. Look up the word meet. It says what? Easily used, that is useful, profitable, meet for use, profitable. So you will be profitable for the Lord's use, because the Lord gonna use you to edify the flock. So the question is, what are you bringing to the table? You're supposed to be thinking about this. What new things you can bring to the table, what new edification, what new understanding you could bring to the elect of the Lord. All right? Because you're not just coming in this truth just to go out to the highways and byways, stand for a few hours and then go about your merry ways. This is about increasing. The Lord said that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that is the smallest of the seeds but growing to the largest of the trees. Means that this ministry must grow. So then you got to help it to grow. So what are you bringing to the ministry? With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy and truth. Well, salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom.